Apex guys now. We're Apex Predators.
That's right.
We're big tough guys. Yeah. That's right.
We still need to play, though.
I know.
I need to download it.
Download it. Good times. We'll get into that when what we're playing, watching, what we're consuming, what we're nomming on. Nom, as the kids like to say.
I've never heard a kid say that.
Yeah, neither have I. I think I've seen it in a comic, maybe. But hats off to my Octopus teacher, which I've been talking about for the past couple weeks. Won the Oscar for Best Feature-Length Documentary. Fuck you, buddy. Octopuses, best animal.
I never said
best
they weren't.
Animals, bro.
I never had an issue with octopuses.
Go Team Octopus.
I prefer squid. To eat.
Eat, yes, for sure. But I can never... I'm never going to go out of my way to eat an octopus ever again. Because octopuses win Oscars.
No, I won't either. No more octopus.
Octopuses win Oscars. Octopuses also predict World Cup winners. Also, fun thing from the Oscars. Respawn Entertainment, the developers of Apex Legends, they won an Oscar.
They did?
Yeah, well... Respawn also made the VR Medal of Honor game.
Mm-hmm.
And with the special features of that, they produced a short documentary about this 9-year-old woman who was in the French Resistance. And so they co-produced that with Oculus, and that short ended up winning the Oscar for Best Documentary Short Format.
There you go.
So yeah.
There it is.
I think the individual producers get the actual statues,
right.
But, as a production company... Respawn Entertainment, first game developer to win an Oscar. So right on with that.
Good job, guys.
Yes. So today, the hot, not really news, hot thing that happened. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart for PlayStation 5 got a state of play. We got 16 minutes of gameplay, talking about the different features, what you expect from a PS5 exclusive. We got haptic stuff going on, cool triggers. Stuff going on, fast load times, but it looks like more Ratchet & Clank. Which,
if you like those games,
time for me, man.
I'll probably check it out.
Yeah.
I've never played one.
You're gonna have fun. It's fun 3D platforming. The platforming is not the most exciting part. It's about the shooting, the gameplay. They have fun weapons, whimsical. Every time I think I'm out, they pull me back in. Because the formula is kind of the same each game, where it's kind of like a Mega Man. Like, here's some levels, here's some bosses, here's some cool new weapons. But it's just so much fun. And it's also not a franchise that happens like they're doing it every 2 years. When it happens, it feels like
I think they only did one game on PS4.
Yeah, they had one game, like the...
I think it was called Ratchet & Clank.
Yeah, it was a... That was a weird game because...
Was it like a reboot?
It was like a reboot of the first game. So what they did is they made an animated movie based on the first game, and then the PS4 game is based on the movie that's based on the first game.
I don't get it.
Yeah. I don't know if it's canon. They have a weird timeline because of that game. But yeah, there's going to be fun Ratchet puzzle or Clank puzzles where the second to last PS3 game. There's been a lot of these games.
No, I know.
Had some really great time-based mechanics puzzles. So you're gonna add the weird dimension mechanic into those puzzles, and just solid weapons.
When's it come out?
I did not glean that. I didn't pay attention to a release date because I don't have a PS5 yet. But that's definitely gonna be something I'll think about getting on PS5. But I might hold off or wait until a sale just because the formulas are similar, and if you've played every one.
What's it called? Rift in Time?
Rift Apart. The part that got me excited was they had a montage at the end of the different stuff you'll be doing.
June 11th.
Aerial combat. You could ride a dragon and blast guys out of the sky. That's going to be great.
Actually, wait a minute. They said that's the initial. I just want to make sure. Because you never know.
Yeah, first PS5 game. Over Demon Souls, since I've played the shit out of that before. Over Ratchet and Clank, which, you know, like I've said, the formula is similar to each one. I'll probably play Returnal first. That's been getting rave reviews, so...
Yeah, June 11th. Yeah, it has. I'll pick it up tomorrow, and we'll see. I know it's a roguelike.
Yeah, that fast-paced shmup.
And usually I'm hit or miss with roguelikes. I either really like them or really hate them. So, but so far, everything I've read is pretty cool. Looks great. Plays great.
Have you played Hades?
No, I need to.
Get on Hades, baby. Get on Hades.
I will. But yeah, I'm excited for Returnal tomorrow.
Yeah, it has some things that eases the roguelike-iness, where there are 6 different biomes, and once you beat a boss in a biome, you don't have to refight that boss.
Oh, okay.
To like progress through. I think I forget which, either a podcast or like the Game Informer review, or I think they mentioned it takes like 20 hours to get through the main story, but then there's just a bunch of challenges and other stuff.
And like it's the replayability side.
Of the
that's what I
keep
keep reading.
having the variation.
Yeah, I'm excited to try it.
Yes.
It'll be the first actual legit next-gen exclusive that I finally buy for my 2 next-gen consoles.
Yes. Let's stick with Sony for a bit. May 15th, PlayStation 5 launches in mainland China. So as if it wasn't already the fastest selling console, even though, you know, most people can't get them.
About 60% of those fast-selling consoles have probably gone to scalpers. Let's be real here.
I mean...
But PlayStation doesn't care. They're getting their money.
Yeah, exactly. Same with Xbox. Same with like all the chip manufacturers. Like, it's getting sold. But
they don't care to who. They're making money.
Exactly.
I don't understand why NVIDIA's already announcing a new graphics card when they could just take that energy to make more of the current graphics card.
Either way, nobody's getting them.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I spend like an hour a day when it's dead at work. I'm going to offer up our Facebook Marketplace just to fuck with scalpers. It's fun.
Yeah, but May 15th, mainland China, that's Buco Dolores right there, baby.
Yeah. Bless you?
Yes. Thank you. You've got a kind Christian soul.
I don't know if I'm Christian.
You've got a kind Christian cage.
I might
soul.
be Christian. I don't know.
Christian and Edge.
One of the best tag teams ever. Along with the Brothers of Destruction.
Also in the Sony Campo news, Neil Druckmann and Haley Gross, they finished an outline to Last of Us 3.
Oh, get the fuck out of here, that bullshit.
You know, they said...
I can't do it, man.
Maybe it'll get made.
I hope it doesn't.
I hope so also, but yeah, like as we said, Naughty Dog, with, you know, earlier, like, previous week, Naughty Dog... You know, the development team is working on Last of Us Remake, and then the creative team they're throwing around ideas, so I guess Last of Us 3 outline.
Yeah, I would rather have a new IP.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you have 5 Uncharted games, you have 2 Last of Us games.
Yeah. I mean, Neil Druckmann explicitly said they're not working on it right now, so it's just like an idea they have in their back pocket. Which...
Hopefully they don't make it.
I don't know. They might, though.
I mean, they'll make it because they know at the end of the day it's going to sell and people are going to buy it. Yeah. But we probably won't see it for another 5 to 8 years. You never know. I mean, I would like to see Naughty Dog make a new IP.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I like the Uncharted games. I enjoy the Last of Us games. Last of Us 1 is one of my favorite games of all time.
Well, I just want... They'll never go back to do it, but something just fun and whimsical like the Jak and Daxter series.
Oh, that'd be dope. I'd be all for a Jak and Daxter revival. Who did Sly Cooper? Was that them?
No, Sly Cooper was...
God,
I remember Cooper? Who made the... Oh, Sucker Punch.
I'd be cool if Sucker Punch did fucking Sly Cooper.
The last one, last Sly Cooper, I think was made by Sanzaru.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, Sucker Punch, they're making Infamous and then Ghost of Tsushima.
Right.
Again... drifted away from just the fun and whimsical.
Yeah.
But Sony still has that IP. They made a was it a PS4 game or a PS3 game? Like a new one. I think it was
Sly
PS3.
Cooper?
Yeah.
I think the last one was PS3.
Yeah. So at least they like the last Jack and Daxter game, they made one, but it wasn't Naughty Dog that made it.
Yeah.
They just,
It'd be nice.
It'd be nice, but we'll see. We'll see.
Like, take something out of the vault and do that, or do a new IP, Sony.
Yeah,
Stop being like Xbox.
All these big studios, with the exception of Nintendo, are all very serious these days.
Like, Nintendo's been making the same Zelda game for 30 years.
Yeah. But yeah, it's...
No offense, I love Nintendo, and Zelda's my favorite franchise of all time. They could release fucking Majora's Mask on a Nintendo Switch 5, and I'd still buy it, because I love Zelda that much. But, I mean, it's technically kind of been the same game for most of its life.
It'd be cool if we could get at least one of the Nintendo studios to, like, hey, make an adult, mature story game. And then one of the major Xbox or Sony studios, like, hey, make a fun, whimsical game again. Yeah. Where they're just...
If anyone's going to do it first, I feel like it'll be Xbox. I mean, they have the studios to do it, but we don't know what they're up to until June for E3.
The only studio that leans towards that is Rare, but it seems like Rare is...
Sea of Thieves is very whimsical, but their new game, Everwild, it doesn't look like whimsical. It kind of gives me like Breath of the Wild vibes.
Yeah, it seems like, I don't know. We've only seen that one trailer of it. No idea how it's actually going to play, but
fingers crossed we get more news of games for Xbox at E3,
baby.
Because I love Xbox. I usually trend towards them, but I mean, right now PS5 is technically beating them in the game market.
Back half of the year is completely empty for.
I know that's what I think they're going to do. Is they're going to think, all right, you can pick these 3 exclusives up. You got Halo in November. I keep seeing Starfield. I mean, I don't think Starfield's that ready. It'll probably be announced.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to be ready for a 2021 release.
No. I mean...
With the way Bethesda games go, I'd be shocked if they announced it for 2021.
With how Deathloop got pushed back to September, I'm hoping Ghostwire Tokyo still gets released this year. And then 2022, their big release is Starfield.
Yeah. Starfield, you'll have Avowed, which is the...
Obsidian,
like Skyrim looking
They never
game.
Announced the date for that. I think that's 2023, maybe.
I'd say 2022, 2023.
Yeah, I don't think 2022. Maybe.
Late 2022. It'd be holiday 2022.
Supposedly, Obsidian's working on even more DLC for Outer Worlds, so that's cool.
I also heard, I don't know if it's Obsidian, or... No, not Obsidian. Who did Knights of the Old Republic? BioWare? I heard someone, it's rumored, take it with a grain of salt, but someone is working on a Knights of the Old Republic remake, and apparently Obsidian is talking about potentially rebooting or redoing Fallout New Vegas. Which would be dope.
That'd be cool. Just have I don't think I'd replay it, though. I spent a lot of time in New Vegas. I mean, I didn't
spend enough time. I'd probably check it out. I mean, I have Game Pass, so obviously it'll be on Game Pass day one. And I'll get a fucking 3070 by then, so I can actually play shit on a PC that I'll eventually build.
Alright. Guilty Gear Strive. The fighting game of 2021. They announced they're having a second open beta running from May 13th through 16th. That'll have the full roster of 15 characters playable. It's going to be a great time. Senpai was supposed to be here. It's real excited to talk about stuff going on. They're having a location test in like 2 arcades in Japan where they have people testing out new builds. Leo Gate is happening right now. Where just, gamers are just gigantic wieners, so any change to balance or gameplay, they like, the sky's falling, the sky's falling.
They freak out, yeah.
Like, hey, this major change to this one character happened, and he can't combo off of this one move anymore, and people are like, it's broken, I'm canceling my pre-order, fuck this game. They don't understand what makes this fun, and then you have old pros, like, and commentators who played that specific character, Leo, just like, hey man, Guilty Gear's not ruined. He never had that combo to begin with. He only had it at that one beta, that just released, and the thing is, it's a beta.
Right.
It's changing.
Yeah, nothing is set in stone with a beta.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Just like,
I always hate people who do that, who like, oh, they play a demo or something gets announced and they're like, oh, I'm canceling my pre-order. It's like, that's the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, it's a fighting game, man. It's meant to be around for a while. They get balanced, man. Like,
it has to be fair for everyone.
Like I at the top of the episode, I said I'm an Apex guy right now. I played it like full on last week, and they had a specific event going on. Of every character starts out with armor, and the armor regenerates.
That's interesting.
I did not like it because everybody felt like a bullet sponge, coming off of Modern Warfare, just like.
Where it's like fucking 5 shots and you're dead.
We're like, yeah, just okay. I know how each gun's gonna feel like. Guessing how much armor that enemy has. This is how many shots.
Also, how long has it been since you played Apex? Or is this your first time?
I played it like
when it first came out
months ago. Yeah,
and then you've been playing Warzone for how long?
Well, I've got almost 200 hours into it.
So you have 200 hours of Warzone going into playing Apex, which is a completely different game. Of course, it's gonna be weird.
Exactly, but also going from Titanfall to Apex and then Warzone to Apex. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I know this is just a specific event because it's like, hey, it's Mayhem Week and blah, blah, blah. Like, I know not everyone's going to have armor, not going to have regenerating armor. It's like everybody feels like a fucking bullet sponge.
Right. You see that Titanfall's 2 player base jumped like 300%?
Yeah, that happens like every sale though, so
was it a sale?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Like a sale went on. I mean, come on, EA.
It's a great game.
Respawn, but Respawn recently announced they're working on a new IP, which I don't know. They opened up a second studio, and maybe they're big enough to work on Apex, a new IP,
and apparently they're working on Fallen Order 2.
Fallen Order 2.
And that's getting
and Titanfall 3.
And Fallen Order 2 is getting a next-gen upgrade in June, I think was announced today.
Well, they already had a patch, so I don't know why.
Let's get another one. I don't know why. I didn't read the specifics. All I know is they're releasing another one.
Yeah, they're like maybe physical copies. But again, if you just put in your last-gen copy, it downloads the updates. So
I don't know, man.
It's EA. They're like, we could re-release this and make money again.
It's like when James Cameron re-released Avatar just to beat out Avengers Endgame to take the number one. I thought it was funny.
Yeah. I'd re-release Endgame. I'll rewatch that in theaters. Let's beat Avatar.
So I've been going on like a huge, not to get off topic, I've been going off on like a huge buying Blu-rays, but Steelbook. So every time I go to like Half Price Books or like Reckless Records or The Exchange. So last weekend I bought Batman Begins and Dark Knight Rises Steelbooks.
Nice.
And then I got this, even though it wasn't that good of a movie, Amazing Spider-Man 2 with Andrew Garfield, has like this like very thin case, but it folds out to like Electro's head and Spider-Man. It's pretty dope. So every time I go out, I even got the Green Lantern, Ryan Reynolds Steelbook. I'm never going to watch that movie, but it was a Steelbook. I was like, I kind of want that. It was $7.
Okay. You said Amazing Spider-Man 2 wasn't that good. I'll one-up you. I'd say it was bad.
I like the first one.
The first one
was a really good Spider-Man movie.
The second one was weird and bloated, and
yeah, they should have just stuck to it being
and felt more cartoony compared to the tone of the first one.
First one was very dark and grounded.
Yeah, it felt like they captured what it feels to like be a nerd and an outcast now.
Exactly.
Whereas you can still be a loser and be a skateboarder.
Right, exactly. I mean, that's what it was in the 90s. You were a loser if you were a skateboarder.
Yeah. But even with, like, the Flash Thompson moment, where, like, Flash Thompson's a dick, but it's like, hey, I'm sorry about your uncle, man.
Yeah.
Just, like, the way they really balance, rather than the cartoony, because, you know, Spider-Man started in the 60s, and you had that very stereotypical ideas of jocks and nerds.
Right. And like, what was a greaser and stuff like that.
And, like, the Raimi movies kind of had that with Flash Thompson being, like, a one-dimensional jerk who became Deathstroke.
Man, how times change, man. Isn't that wild?
Yeah. I love the tone of that first one.
It felt like the second one was more like, all right, this is what the studio wants.
Exactly.
And that's why. So you had Rhino, Electro, Green Goblin, Tease of the Sinister Six. It was just too much. It's what Batman vs Superman was to the DCEU. Like, it was too much. You tried to do Death of Superman along with Dark Knight Returns, along with whatever Wonder Woman story was. It was just too much. And that's coming from someone who loves Batman and DC and Zack Snyder in general, because I like his Justice League version. Could have been half hour shorter, but whatever.
I love the the student dynamic of the new Spider-Man movies, just because. Yeah, again, like the Flash Thompson character. I forgot the actor.
It's like the little scrawny kid, but he's a bully.
The Indian guy.
Yeah. He's like he's not like a big bully. He's a rich bully.
Yeah, he's like the Flash Thompson bully character, but he's still a nerd too because they're at a magnet high school. Mm-hmm. And then you do have that again, the nuance of the nerds and bullies. Like, you have dick nerds, you have wienery nerds. Right. It's it's more nuanced. Where his thing, he's like not a football player, but he's like, I want to be a DJ.
Yeah. And he's like driving a sports car and whatever to prom.
And also the penis Parker, that just makes me laugh, man. Just how natural and high schooly those quips felt. They're my favorite Spider-Man movies, the new ones, Homecoming,
yeah, they're good.
And Far From Home.
Before we get back on track, I'm just gonna say I like Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man. Actually, you know what?
No.
Let me hear that. He was listen. He was a good Peter Parker. He was not a good Spider-Man. He played a nerd really well, but
he's not good on the quip game.
No, and that's like 70% of Spider-Man is quip.
Yeah, especially when because he kind of feels like a different person as Spider-Man. He's more confident wearing that mask and doing that thing. Right. Whereas Peter Parker, he's like, I was bullied for most of my life, so I'm still a little weird in these social situations, but I still have that sharp wit. But he doesn't bust it out as much. And also, just part of that, the quippiness with Spider-Man is just to kind of keep his opponents on edge.
Right.
Just like, get him annoyed, get him focused on Spider-Man, and also...
He's like a boxer. He gets under their skin and...
Exactly. Yeah. And also, like, having that human aspect to Spider-Man puts civilians at ease. Of like, oh, he's just a guy.
Yeah.
You know.
Speaking of boxing.
But, Leo Gate, just... Online games, balance changes happen all the time, man. Yeah. It's, like, you're a stupid idiot.
It happens, like weekly in fucking Warzone. Come on.
It happens all the time. But did you see they released some sick trailers this week, man?
They did. West Side Story.
That's one of my favorite movies.
It's one of my favorite musicals of all time.
I'm excited for this Steven Spielberg West Side Story.
Sir Stevie Spielberg, baby.
Yeah.
I think, is it Ansel Elgort?
Ansel Elgort.
Elgort, like, he's a great actor. He was great in Baby Driver.
Yes.
What else is he in?
And you know he could keep a rhythm with Baby Driver.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm just excited, man. It looks like it's going to be great. Steven Spielberg, I don't think he can make a bad film. He's really some
Indiana
boring...
Jones and the Crystal Skull.
Okay, you're right. Temple of Doom. All right.
Whoa. You don't like Temple of Doom?
Temple of Doom sucks, dude.
Fuck you, it does not.
It's
not the worst Indiana Jones movie, but it doesn't suck.
Even as a kid, I thought it sucked. I thought it was like, this movie's weirdly racist. As a kid. Just like, this is weird. I mean...
That's fair.
Like, even...
Okay, that's fair.
Even not by 2021 standards. Like, even when I watched it for like second time in 2005, I'm like, this is fucking like, hey, look how weird these brown people are. Like, okay. That's that whole movie.
No, I know.
Look how weird these brown people
I know.
are.
Crystal Skull, though, was
Crystal
bad.
Skull's bad.
It was bad.
Yeah. I'm not excited for Indy 5.
I'm shocked they're still moving forward with Indy 5.
I'm not going to watch it. Not going to watch it.
I'm unfortunately going to... I'll watch it for us. I'm not going to be happy.
Yeah. George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, Harrison Ford. Your old men, let your old man franchise die.
Either pass the torch or end it.
Yeah. I would rather see a Mutt movie with Shia LaBeouf.
They should have done a Mutt movie.
Nah.
After Crystal Skull?
Yeah, but you get that hard, get the fuck out of here. I'm picking up the hat.
Yeah.
And also, to release today, Castlevania Season 4 full-on trailer. It looks nuts, man. Catch up. Catch up on it.
I gotta finish Barry first.
Okay. Barry's only like 20 episodes.
I know, I'm almost done with Season 2.
Oh my god.
I'm almost done with Season 2. Oh. It's fucking great.
Dude,
it's such a good show.
It's the best show. It's the best show on HBO currently.
Yeah, it's, oh god, it's so good.
Yeah.
I love Bill Hader so much.
Yeah. Like, after Game of Thrones ended, Barry became the thing of like, alright, I'm renewing HBO when new season Barry comes out, and
it's good.
But now I got HBO Max, man. So, sticking with that. But Castlevania, you gotta catch up. The animation looks sick in this one. They're going balls out. And also, one of the producers and writers, Warren Ellis, I found out he got canceled.
What'd he do?
Yeah, well, he's the head writer and producer for a Castlevania series. One of my favorite comic book writers. Over 60 allegations of sexual misconduct.
No
came
way!
Out in 2020, which is...
Ugh.
That's rough.
That's like just as much as Harvey Weinstein.
Planetary.
Good God, man.
Planetary is still my favorite comic book series of all time. And they can't take that away.
60? Jesus Christ.
Well, he's probably just had inappropriate comments or just like maybe touched a boob at many comic book conventions over his long career. So that's a bummer, man. But, it's one of those things where like, yeah, he's a boozy British guy. I'm not surprised. But it's a bummer. Like, god damn it, Warren Ellis. Come on.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Don't be an asshole.
Exactly. Like, you get... no, you're... Like,
I always get mad when, like, prominent people who, like, have a career and doing something they love. Like, if we could have, like, do this podcast for the rest of our lives, that'd be awesome. That'd be dope.
Yeah. If we could make any money. I mean, we can do this for the rest of our lives, but...
probably not make money.
No. No.
But, like, people just dedicate their lives and they actually make it. And then it's like, oh, yeah, turns out he likes to sexually assault people. Yeah, like, he's an asshole.
He's been a creep with women at, like, conventions this whole time. Like,
Come on, man.
I'm assuming that's usually how it goes. Conventions are booze-filled events.
Right.
So, like, this prominent voice actor, just got canceled.
Right.
A lot of it was just like being a little gropey at conventions. Conventions are a blast.
Once everything opens up,
don't be a creep.
Yeah, don't be weird, man. Don't be a dick.
They're full of so many creeps, man. Like going to ACE.
I believe it.
Going to like all that concentration of socially awkward and horny people. Conventions are creep fests, but goddamn. Such fun booze-filled times. I've had great times. Great times. Cosplay's not consent. Remember that. But yeah, Warren Ellis, fuck you, dude. Which means he was working on a series I was excited for called Injection. It's about like this government organization and this squad exploring like paranormal and mythological phenomena. And that's never going to get finished now. that guy takes forever to finish series to begin with.
He's like George R. R. Martin.
Yeah. And then, like, the first part of it ended. It's like, hey, we'll get Injection Part 2 and whatever. And I guess that's not going to happen now.
It's probably not going to happen.
Which, like, come on, man. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. God damn. God damn, Warren. God damn. Well, here's the thing, like, you'd expect it from, like, a boozy, weird British guy. You expect that from Alan Moore. Like, something from him.
I've heard he's an asshole.
But not a creep.
That's true.
He doesn't like fans coming up to him, which makes sense.
I get it.
Just like, I want to practice my wizard shit and my serpent worship religion. Fuck off. I don't want to talk about superhero comic books anymore. I don't write them anymore.
You wrote one of the best ones ever.
Yeah, he hasn't done superhero comics in decades, which, you know. God bless him.
God bless him.
God bless him. But yeah, it's been an entertaining week for watching stuff. He's watching Barry. We watched the Mortal Kombat movie.
Give it a solid 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd give it a 3 out of 5 on my scale. It's fine.
The fights are great. Kano was awesome.
The fights were okay. Thing is, with my... Like, I've been craving Jackie Chan all year.
Right.
And I'm chasing that dragon, where I'll never get the fights from those 80s and 90s martial arts movies. Especially with the Hong Kong production company that doesn't give a shit if their dudes actually legitimately get hurt or break bones. So I'll always be chasing that dragon of like, oh, that wasn't solid contact. I'll be watching and just like, yeah. Whereas you watch a 80s Jackie Chan movie, they show the outtakes at the end of like, oh, those people are legitimately getting hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad.
Jackie Chan's almost falling off a building.
Yeah. Almost. He does many times. I mean, like, he broke his foot filming Rumble in the Bronx and just kept shooting. And if you look closely, he is wearing a cast that they painted a shoe onto. It's bananas. But yeah, so a lot of new martial arts movies just don't have that impact. But it's fine. It's if you're not being weird and nitpicky like me and craving legit people getting hurt, it's a solid martial arts movie. It's a solid adaptation of the Mortal Kombat lore with
some good fan service in there.
Yeah, solid fan service. Some of it is too shoehorned in.
Yeah, like I thought it was really funny when they were like learning their ability.
Yeah,
and Liu Kang is like move spamming the uppercut or no the sweeping kick. Sweeping kick. I thought that was really funny,
especially with how they portray Kano. Like, yeah. That dumbass Australian would just fall to that sweep every time. But yeah, it's fun characterizations of those characters. The new character, he's a bit of a dork.
Yeah.
But that's fine, because, again, with this movie adaptation, we need this POV character who we're going to use to introduce the audience to the lore and just have characters talk at him about the lore dump.
Kung Lao... His fatality was super dope. Like when he did the saw
in half.
Yeah, that was fucking dope.
But again, with like the shoehorn fan service, where he's like flawless victory, just talking to himself. I don't know. It's weird. Like the Kano wins. Again, like why are you just talking to yourself? It feels weird.
Yeah,
but it's fine. It's a fun time.
It's a fun movie.
It's a fun movie.
Don't go in expecting like a 10 out of 10 movie. You're not going to get it.
You're going to see a Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Okay, so question. You answer first because I'm going to ask it. What's better, the 90 movies or this one?
I don't give a shit about those 90s nostalgia movies, man. I haven't seen the 90s Mortal Kombat movie in a very long time.
Okay.
So maybe it's better than I remember, but fuck that shit. Fuck that shit, man.
I love those movies as a kid. As a kid.
Yeah.
They were great movies. Now I'm like, that really doesn't hold up.
Yeah.
That CGI is horrible.
I'm excited where they... Well, a weird thing with this movie is you have a bunch of fights going on because, you know, it's a martial arts movie. It's a Mortal Kombat movie. They don't even get to the tournament yet.
And that was, honestly, I walked away from the movie, like, they never introduced it. Well, they introduced the concept of, battling for Earth's soul, essentially. Yeah. But it's like, the tournament even happened.
No, the whole thing is just Shang Tsung trying to cheat before the tournament. Yeah. So the second movie, because the whole thing is just setting up for the second movie of just like, hey, Shang Tsung's trying to cheat before the tournament. The tournament hasn't even happened yet. And then the movie ends with them teasing, we're going to pick up Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
Which,
Which there's already a petition to have
The Miz,
Ryan Reynolds, James Marsden, all play Johnny Cage. And Ryan Reynolds even tweeted something about Johnny Cage today.
Too much Ryan Reynolds. Let's get The Miz or...
I'd say James Marsden would be cool.
I love James Marsden.
He was a great Cyclops. He was a great Scott Summers.
Yeah. Also, Prince Charming in Enchanted.
Yeah.
He's a giant blowhard of just like cocky.
I'd like to see James Marsden. He was great in the Sonic movie and then Sex Drive.
Yeah. Oh, he's great in Sex Drive.
Sex Drive is so good.
Sex Drive is
such a good movie.
Underrated. That might be my favorite teen sex comedy.
It's great.
Man.
It's got it all.
The James
Road
Marsden
Trip's great.
Moments of him just jumping off the dirt bike and just
walking to the garage.
Yeah, and just you see the dirt bike just sliding through the street, just making a mess, and the neighbor just being, "Hey, what the fuck, man?"
And he goes to kick the neighbor's ass.
Dude, he's great. James Marsden is an underrated actor.
Yeah, he's got my vote for Johnny Cage.
And also, Teddy in Westworld, man, he's got it all.
I need to watch Westworld. I hear you have to pay attention to it though because it's very detail oriented.
Yeah, people don't like that show, and it
was done by Christopher Nolan's brother,
Jonathan
right?
Nolan, yeah, who I think is the better Nolan.
Really, he's a good writer.
Yes,
I think he's a
for
great
sure.
writer.
In terms of being a writer, yes. All my favorite Christopher Nolan movies, they're all the ones that are co-written with Jonathan.
That's fair.
And also you have Interstellar, where Jonathan, he talks about how the way I want it to end is the singularity closing on Matthew McConaughey and him saying, "What happens next?" And then that's it. The movie ends. You have the idea of hope in your mind, but it just ends. You don't know what's going to happen next for him or humanity as a whole. I'm like, wow, that movie would have been the perfect place to end that movie. But then it just goes on like, oh, by the way, everything works out for everybody.
Right.
It's like, come on.
Ends with him going to find Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, but I was reading an interview with Jonathan Nolan. It's like, oh yeah, that's where my original script ended. It was just like, what happens next?
Really?
I'm like, oh shit. Me and Jonathan Nolan were on the same page for how this movie should have ended. And then Chris wanted a happy ending. More explicitly happy ending. But like, come on, Chris. Come on. So Jonathan Nolan, love you.
Did he help write Inception?
Maybe. Like every other movie
he's done
is Jonathan Nolan. For sure, The Prestige. Which I haven't rewatched in a while. For the longest time, that was my favorite Nolan movie.
I loved Insomnia.
Oh, yeah.
With Rob Williams
yes.
and Al Pacino.
Hey, I'm a detective in the Pacific Northwest.
You son of a bitch.
She's got a great ass.
Oh, Al Pacino.
Yeah. Jonathan Nolan. Westworld. Watch Westworld. It's on HBO Max, baby.
Fish Perry.
HBO Max. I love season 3. A lot of people hate season 3.
Really?
But, yeah, because, you care about this spoiler. Spoiler for Westworld. You don't want
to.
No, okay. Yeah, because the whole thing is the androids trying to get out of their prison that is Westworld. And then 3 doesn't take place in Westworld, so people are like, like, no, I'm fine with that. This is the natural progression for the story. And also, just, leading up, like, leading up into my hype for Cyberpunk 2077. Like, this is the kind of sci-fi world and story that I want right now.
That's fair.
Just, you have this semi-dystopian world where people aren't really in control of their lives. I like it. I like it, man. I love it. Westworld Season 3. It's not for everybody, but I like it. I like it. Mortal Kombat. We like it.
We like it. Watch it
in theaters. I watched it at home because I was too lazy to go out.
So you didn't do the 3 movies?
No.
Did you at least go watch Demon Slayer?
I watched Demon Slayer Mugen Train in theaters. Showed up 2 hours late to work because fuck it. I made it up in the morning at the end of the shift. Not the full 2 hours. I made up 1 hour.
Broke it up, yeah.
And then I'm like,
I do that too.
I made up 1 hour and like, you know what? I'm going to bed. Fuck this. So I worked a 39-hour week last week. But Demon Slayer Mugen Train, where Demon Slayer is a shonen anime. You have a group of dudes who are demon slayers, with their katanas going around, I think turn of the century Japan. I think it's the setting is late 1800s, trying to find demons who are, they're vampire-esque. The sunlight kills them. Either you have to decapitate them or get them in the sunlight. It's a really cool series. Cool fight scenes. Charming characters. So season 1 ended.
I'm
and
going to
then
let you explain this.
The movie Mugen Train is the next arc in the series. So rather than just have that arc be in season 2, they just made this a movie because it's kind of like a shorter minor arc. And then season 2 will just continue. It's cool. It's a cool movie.
It's cool. I loved everything I just heard.
Yeah, they're on a train.
What was said.
I mean, it's on Hulu and Netflix. Season 1's on Netflix now, so if you're interested, check it out. It's on Hulu. I watched it on Hulu because it came out. Hulu has series come out when they're airing, which I think is better than how Netflix does it, where you have to wait for the whole thing to come out and then put it on there. And then they only put half the series on there. And then you have to wait another 6 months for the second half of the series. Exactly. So it's like, hey, we got you by the balls. You got to keep your subscription with us.
Or just cancel it, then renew it 6 months later.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
You're saving yourself 6 months worth of, what, $10 a month? $60?
It keeps increasing every year. But, yeah. I thought the first 2/3 of the movie, I was bored. Just because... they're just on this train. They're in this train. They're trapped in like these nightmares or dreams created by this demon, and they just got to get out of their dreams and fight on this train. But then there's a nice little twist that happens, and I'm not going to spoil. Just like, oh shit, this is a interesting thing that happens in this third act of this movie that I didn't see coming. Well, I'm kind of people are spoiler-verse, like, oh, you even saying there's like a twist is a spoiler. Like,
it's not really. It's not.
Yeah, it's a boring 2/3 of a movie. That, like, everything happens where you expect. There's some nice character development happening, but I don't know. It's a boring 2/3 of a movie. But then it gets cooking. You get some sick action in that third act, and sick characterization in that third act. It's... it stabs you right in the heart. But Mugen Train, here's a fun thing about the box office of last weekend of how big this movie release was for Demon Slayer Mugen Train. Mugen means infinite or infinity for all you non-weebs out there. Mortal Kombat barely beat Demon Slayer. Yeah, that's how well Demon Slayer did in theaters last weekend.
Holy shit. That's impressive.
Demon Slayer is like the new hot anime.
Mm-hmm.
And while the manga run was happening, it was the best-selling manga in Japan.
Okay.
It's a huge franchise in Japan. So, it's big here too. So, check out Demon Slayer on Netflix.
On Netflix.
And Mugen Train in theaters near you. Support anime in theaters, everybody. I love going to a theater and watching anime. I don't like the people I'm with. Weeb audiences are Honestly, the fucking worst. They're the worst audience to go with. You know, when you go to a comic book premiere, like premiere night, or just others like, yeah, and you have people fucking overreacting to things, and people dressed up. Imagine that, but worse. But worse, because they're weebs. Yeah, fuck anime fans. Fuck anime fans.
Fuck them.
I'm one of them. I hate us. I hate us. We're the worst.
Yeah.
But something I watched last weekend also. If you're a fighting game fan, you should get into mixed martial arts.
Oh, God.
Because it has the same principles of what you're trying to watch. Spacing, timing, execution. UFC 261 was insane, dude. Insane.
It was insane. I didn't watch it.
It was so entertaining. If you want to get into UFC, watch that. It was bananas. First fight on the main card. Anthony Smith defeated Jimmy Crute. It was crazy. Anthony Smith, in the first round, nails a perfect calf kick. And Jimmy Crute's leg buckles, man. His leg goes numb.
Dude, I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard.
That's how
I've heard
it's
just that bad.
Yeah, Jimmy. No, well, no. That's not this fight.
I've heard it's. Oh, it's not this
different
fight.
Yeah, this is how crazy this was. A bunch of insane. Like the first fight, the guy like loses feeling in his leg. His leg goes numb, but he's still able to, with one leg, he's still able to shoot at Anthony Smith and gets not one, but 2 takedowns on one leg in the last 2 minutes of the first round. But then, before they start the second round, the doctor calls it because Jimmy Crute, like, his leg keeps buckling. So yeah, that's the first fight that ends in the first round. Second fight ends after 17 seconds.
Really?
Uriah Hall versus Chris Weidman. The first move of the fight, Chris Weidman goes for a calf kick. Uriah Hall checks it by putting his knee out very slightly. Chris Weidman breaks his leg on Uriah Hall. You can hear the snap of the shin. You watch it, you see his leg wrap around the other guy's leg.
Whoa, no.
And then he goes to... He pulls his leg back. Just because, like, it happens so fast,
right,
he might not even know that his leg's broken.
Like a reflex almost.
And then he goes to stand on it, and then it just, you see the leg bend.
No, okay.
It's gross.
No. Just stop talking. Stop talking.
It's hard to watch.
Oh.
I've rewatched this full pay-per-view like 3 times because it's just banana stuff happens. It's just, I hate to see it happen. It's super gross. Even though I've watched it so many times. Yeah. It's tough, man. And Uriah Hall, class act, just like hoping Chris Weidman, his opponent, gets better, and just no matter what his ranking is, you know, he owes Chris Weidman a fight. So shout out to Chris Weidman, get better, man.
Yeah, man, really
fun. But here's the thing, though. I mean, you've heard the name Anderson Silva. He's like okay. Never mind that.
Yeah, dude, I really don't pay attention to UFC. I don't care. That's why I'm watching the draft right now.
Okay, Anderson, NFL draft.
Yeah,
that long hair guy with the big.
He just
nose.
went number 1.
Okay, that's all I know about football. Like, that guy is real hot right now.
Yeah.
Like, even on random ads for like betting. Sites,
I know.
Seeing him.
Now that he's no longer in school, he gets those sponsored deals and everything. Yeah. But he's going to the worst franchise ever, though. He's going to be a Jacksonville Jaguar. Ugh.
Yeah, go Jags, man. Tony Khan.
Good luck,
AEW.
Trevor Lawrence. Good luck, man. Oh,
yeah.
Maybe he'll turn it around.
Thing with Chris Weidman, Anderson Silva is one of like the legends of mixed martial arts.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened when Chris Weidman, the guy broke his leg, when he fought Anderson Silva broke his leg in the same way.
Really?
Yeah. Huh. So it's a weird turn of events where Anderson Silva breaks his leg against Chris Weidman, and then Chris Weidman breaks his leg against Uriah Hall.
Interesting.
Yeah. And also in another, I don't know, yeah. another weird turn of events. Like, I think Chris Weidman was one of the first. It was like the first guy to fight Anderson Silva in the UFC promotion, and then Uriah Hall was the last guy to fight Anderson Silva in the UFC. A weird karmic turn of fate happening in that fight. Third fight, very exciting, but like not as dramatic. Valentina Shevchenko just dominated Jessica Andrade. Just pure domination. It was entertaining to watch. Just somebody just get crawled on, and then that one. So those first two fights ended in the second round due to injury. Third fight ended in the second round due to just crucifix and just getting like having Jessica Andrade just couldn't move her arms because Valentina Shevchenko was on top of her and getting her face pounded, and then ref just called it. Entertaining. Rose Namajunas versus Zhang Weili. Next fight, again, ended in the first round with a sick kick to the face. Just very well executed. Just psh. It was one of the cleanest kicks to the face I've ever seen.
It was a clean kick.
It was a clean kick.
Clean kick, guys.
Very exciting. Go watch it, man.
Go.
That's a part of that makes Mortal Kombat less impressive, is because I'm seeing these.
Well, yeah, because it's not staged.
I know,
it's
but
real
like,
fighting.
A fireball.
Oh my god!
Isn't as cool. Like, you can make it a fireball super cool, man.
This is why I'm watching the draft.
Yeah. And then the next one. And Rose Namajunas re-winning the title belt. It was beautiful. Beautiful moment. She's crying in the ring.
I saw that. I saw the pictures and stuff from that.
A woman can't control her emotions.
Shut up. God damn it.
No. I love seeing that sort of emotion when I see a champion just like, seeing that in the ring. Then Kamaru Usman defeated Jorge Masvidal in the second round with a rocket of a punch to the face of Jorge Masvidal. It was their second matchup. People hate Kamaru Usman because they say he's boring. He's a wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the first time he fought Jorge Masvidal, he just hugged him out for 25 minutes. It wasn't the most exciting thing to watch, so people hate him. He's like, he's a boring champion. But this, he gets better each match. He worked on his striking game, and he knocked out Jorge Masvidal, which no one saw coming, which is excellent mind games, man. Which is exciting about watching fighting games.
Right.
He has that dominant thing wrestling. You see him, like, feint that move, so you think he's going to, like, tackle you, but then, pow! Right in the face. It's beautiful. Beautiful punch, baby. Beautiful punch. UFC 261. Watch people fight each other in real life.
Yeah, totally.
And watch Mortal Kombat if you want to see some fight.
But don't pay to watch a fucking Logan or Jake Paul fight. All that's bullshit.
Hey, man.
Even though one of them's taking on Floyd Mayweather in June.
Is that on
It's
paper
like
now?
Legit happening. Announced yesterday.
Oh, shit.
I hope Floyd fucks whichever Paul brother it is. I hope Floyd fucks him up.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. The Paul brothers haven't been fighting actual boxers.
No, I know. They don't fight anyone who's good. They're scumbags and pussies.
They fought, like, the biggest fight so far is Ben Askren, who's in the UFC, former One Fighting and former Pride Championship. Like, I'm a big fan of Usman and Askren just because they're wrestler guys.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, Ben Askren, former MMA champion, former Olympian. He's a wrestler. He doesn't box.
Yeah, and that's why I don't get, like...
So it's like, all right, you're fighting a guy who's been training in boxing for 3 months since this fight was announced.
The Paul brothers are huge pussies, and they're when they start fighting legitimate boxers or make the switch to MMA and fight legitimate MMA fighters, then they can talk shit. They're just a bunch of pussies.
Here's the thing, though. I get their appeal.
Oh, no, absolutely. I do, too. And that's why they're doing it, because they know it's going to make them fucking money.
It's entourage for Zoomers.
That's actually a really good way to put it.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah.
But because their whole thing with their crew, I mean... I was watching Chris DiStefano. He's a comedian and podcaster I like.
Mm-hmm. And
he's in LA shooting a show, and... like last week's episode, he shot his podcast in Jake Paul's house, where he lives with like a bunch of his friends, and he was just like talking to one of his Jake Paul's buddies, or no, Logan Paul's buddies, the entire time, and they seem like a cool crew, man. And that's when it clicked for me, like, it's Entourage, like,
yeah, that's all it is.
We have like our big guy Logan Paul, who's our Vinny Chase. And he's bringing up his crew of dudes, like, hey, I'm successful, let's all be successful together.
Right.
Let's do cool shit together. And I get it, man. I get it. So far, it seems like...
he's still a scumbag, though.
It seems like Jake's the bigger asshole, though.
Yeah, no, he is.
Yeah, but... again,
they both can get fucked, though.
I don't follow the Paul brothers, but, like, hey, you do you, man. If you're successful at it, just keep doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
But Falcon Winter Soldier, man.
Oh.
That wrapped up.
It was so cool to see the evolution. Wow, evolution of Sam going from being the Falcon to the new Captain America. It was so awesome.
The last episode was a little weak to me.
Agreed.
It's Bucky. There was barely any Bucky. There was no characterization for him. Like, it wrapped up his arc that started with like him making amends.
Yeah.
But it happened so quickly and we didn't really get it. Like, we saw it happen, but we really don't get to sit in that moment. Yeah.
Because they built it up really well.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. Like, it felt like they wanted to get that out of the way quick so they could focus on Sam becoming full on coming Captain America. Which is cool. Yeah. And they just announced that Captain America 4 is happening with
the showrunner being in charge of the fourth movie.
Yeah, so, I mean, good for Anthony Mackie. He's going to be a good Captain America.
I like John Walker's redemption.
That was really cool how they did redeem him.
Yeah, well,
like, you could either go after the bioterrorist or you can save the people. And he made the right choice. And he's going to be the U.S. agent.
And I like his whole character because he's not... He's nuanced. Right. He's not all bad or all good. He's fundamentally a good guy, but he just made a bad choice in like that moment. And then, when you see his reaction when Sam is having his whole speech where he realizes that like, I'm not really the right guy, to be Captain America, because being Captain America is just more than just being the guy with the shield.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I did like his redeeming arc and his setup in the end, and also what's the Carter's setup in the end?
Oh yeah, Sharon Carter.
How she's being reinstated.
Yeah, but I like that. People think it like that heel turn came out of left turn. Mm-hmm. But it's like no, the whole thing of Falcon Winter Soldier you have with Elijah Bradley is that, hey, the government fucks over its own people, man. And the government is creating these situations where Americans are getting bitter and angry, and it makes sense. Like, Elijah Bradley's like, fuck America.
Right, exactly.
Put me in prison for 30 years for no reason. And then, Sharon Carter, I did the right thing. I got hunted by my own government. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I built a life for myself in these like 5, however long years it's been since like, no, it makes sense, man.
Makes sense. It's cool to not see her following her mom's footsteps, Yeah. Or grandmother's aunt. Yeah, So that was really cool.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that. I like that too.
Marvel has a situation where it just kills off its villains too prematurely.
Yeah.
And I like how this one's sticking around.
Yeah.
It bummed me out that George St. Pierre got shot.
Yeah.
Badrock the Leaper. Yeah. Because I would have liked to see a progression of beating Batroc hand to hand. Because in Winter Soldier, you have this regular guy who can go toe to toe with a super soldier Captain America. And then you have Sam Wilson, he gets beat by Batroc. Or he gets like outsmarted by Batroc. And then who's just a regular guy. If you get that Sam Wilson just beating Batroc in hand-to-hand combat, just that elevation
and
development.
I agree.
We don't get it. I mean, it's... No, things happen. They feel like somewhat abrupt for some of the stuff. I don't know. I would have liked a... Oh, well, you get a nice Zemo moment.
I feel like...
Him orchestrating, like, the end of the super soldiers from prison.
Right.
Which, if we don't get Justice Like Lightning, Thunderbolts, like either a series or a movie, that's what
I would like to see more Zemo.
Yeah, exactly.
And Daniel Bruhl, I think it's named
Daniel Bruhl.
Yeah, he's just such a good actor.
Exactly.
I hope we get more Zemo. Because you only got to see him don the mask like once or twice.
Yeah.
Give us more Zemo.
Yeah, so Thunderbolts in the Marvel Universe is Marvel's Suicide Squad, essentially. It's like a team of villains that in the original comics was created by Zemo, and they like have the guise of heroes, and they're doing shit. It's Suicide Squad-y. And later on in the Suicide Squad, U.S. Agent is kind of the guy who's in charge of monitoring the Suicide Squad, like U.S. Agent and Luke Cage. So you have this season where you set up Zemo and you set up U.S. Agent. Two key elements for having the Thunderbolts, having some Suicide Squad-like action. They better pull the trigger on it, man. They
Marvel's 50-50. Either they will or they won't.
I think they might, with how shady they set up Elaine.
Yeah.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
I was so happy to see her pop in. That was so cool.
Yeah.
I love her. And she's the last person I thought that would do a Marvel thing or a comic book thing at all.
You know, she was in Veep on HBO Max. Check it out. So it makes sense for her to be a kind of slimy, skeezy politician character. I wish I remembered the character's name in Veep. Selena something.
I don't know.
Watch Veep, bro.
Barry. I gotta finish Barry. Come on, man.
Watch Barry, then watch Castlevania, and then Veep. Okay. No, Westworld, then Veep.
Dude, I'm gonna have too many video games to play. I got Returnal this week. Next week is Resident Evil.
Yes. Resident Evil demo next week.
I thought it was this week.
No. Oh, tomorrow's the 1st. Okay.
Yeah.
Shit, dude.
Dude, we're 2 weeks from Resident Evil Village coming out.
I just started playing Nier Replicant, man.
Yeah, and I gotta play Returnal tomorrow. Yeah. And then starting next Friday is Village.
And then next weekend, Season 9 of Apex Legends, the Titanfall season.
Yeah, we're gonna be fucking busy this next month.
I'm gonna be playing...
busy.
I might skip the Resident Evil demo, just so I can go in fresh.
I played the Mansion one. You'll be fine if you skip. It was only like 15 minutes long.
Okay.
You're not missing much. There's a cool throwback, like when you talk to the vendor. He's like, "Oh, what are you buying?" Oh, I'm just kidding. A buddy of mine says that.
Yeah.
So that was like a cool little Easter egg. But honestly, the demo is nothing special. You're not missing much. You'll be fine if you wait a week to get the game. I'm probably not even going to check out the demo this week.
I'll wait a week. I got to spend this entire weekend playing Nier.
Yeah, I'm probably not even going to check out the demo this weekend. I'm going to be busy playing Returnal.
And Apex, dude.
I'll download. Yeah, I got to download
There's
Apex.
Cool things about Apex Legends. Like you could. So I played over the weekend, and I got to level 60 of the battle pass.
Oh shit!
Because the way they do it is, you could every week they release a series of new challenges, and you complete them to level up the battle pass. Mm-hmm. So there might be recurring challenges, like so maybe in week 3, week 5, and then week 9 they have a challenge that's like, hey, kill 25 guys with shotguns. So they stack. If you do it like later in the battle pass, kill 25 guys, it activates it for every week. Mm-hmm. So you could catch up to the battle pass. I mean, you're not going to complete the whole thing in like that shortened time.
Right.
Because like there are daily challenges you need to do to like get the whole thing filled up. But yeah, I'm gonna be at level 70 if I keep playing this weekend.
I'll download Apex. Maybe we can play a match or two this weekend. Because Tasia's getting her second shot on Saturday. And I'm just going to hang out at home just to make sure she doesn't need anything. Yeah. So God knows I'll be home and free playing video games.
Nice.
And I get my second shot next Wednesday.
Apex, bro. I'm a Bangalore guy. I'm a Loba guy.
Which one... I'm playing for... Which one was the character that could like send the copy of himself?
Mirage.
I like Barrage. And Bangalore was cool too.
Bangalore, yeah. Also, I like how you could. I mean, I'd rather you could unlock everybody. Everybody's unlocked at the start. That makes for a better, more balanced time. But you got to keep people hooked.
Right, exactly.
Transactions
Yeah.
Where,
it's the future of gaming, unfortunately.
Yeah. So over the course of a weekend of playing, I was able to unlock Loba, like one character. Just because I got a sickness for the thickness, baby. I gotta unlock that spicy Latina. But yeah, I'll probably, if I don't spend... I'm planning on spending maybe $20
okay.
on it. Just because I spent $20 on... I feel like $20 is the amount I'm going to spend on free-to-play games. Right. I spent $20 on Warzone, where I got a skin and then got a battle pass, and then I made enough currency to just get more battle passes later on. Yeah. So I'm going to spend $20, get the battle pass. Maybe I'll get the end of this battle pass where I'm going to make like 70 more credits. So it's going to be, get a battle pass and maybe unlock the new character for the season, Valkyrie. Apex, man.
Apex.
IGN recently had a list of the 10 best battle royales. They put Apex as number 1.
Really?
Yeah. Fortnite number 2, number 3 Warzone. Number 6 was Spellbreak, I think, which
I've heard Spellbreak's good.
I have 3 battle royales on my computer right now. Warzone, Spellbreak, and Apex. All solid games. I dig it. Just like a bet. I dig it.
I dig it. That's all I got.
I can keep talking about Apex, man.
Dude, I haven't played enough of it to talk about it. We'll talk about it next week. Because that way I can talk about Returnal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
there's no shows on that Barry, but there's no Marvel shows, no Star Wars shows. So I feel like we're going to be talking about the games we're playing next week. You can talk about Nier. I can talk about Returnal.
I was supposed to spend all last weekend playing it, but due to some bullshit with the Square Enix store, which I ordered it from there instead of Steam because I need my Square Enix rewards points so I could cash them in for a statue someday.
Smart thing.
Exactly. Well, there was a Nier statue I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time I had enough points, it was off of the rewards list.
Oh.
So now I just have a shit ton of points. Because if there's a Square Enix game, I'm buying it directly off of the Square Enix website so I could get those points. And initially, that wasn't even in my mind before, but initially I bought the like $150 or $200 Final Fantasy 15 Collector's Edition so I could scalp. And that gave me a stupid amount of points. So I'm like, oh shit, I'm within spitting distance.
How was scalping that?
It's great. I made I made over $100, $150 profit on that.
Nice.
Yeah. Dude, it was stupid expensive. So I was worried about am I going to make enough profit on this to make this worthwhile? And then it's sold. I'm like, oh, thank God. Thank God. Because it's huge. It comes with a gigantic figure. Shipping cost was stupid expensive.
So. Before we sign off, just want to say, because this will probably be released after I announce the winners, congratulations to our winners of our April contest, whoever you may be, because sometimes we're a little late when sending out the episode. But congratulations, you two of you just won each a $50 gift card. So.
And fuck you. You ain't real winners. Take me on in Warzone or Apex someday in a private match.
Don't do that.
We'll see.
Anyway.
We'll see who's a winner.
We'll see you next week.
If you lose, you owe me a $50 gift card.
Next week,
I'll take you on.
We're going to steal the Declaration of Independence.
Thank you, Kamala Harris.
Thank you, Kamala Harris.
Oh, a little bit of fun Kamala Harris's American news. Bobby Kotick's getting a 50% pay cut.
Who?
The CEO of Activision.
Why?
Yeah, because investors were just like, hey, this man makes a stupid amount of money. And the average Activision employee makes 0.3% of what he makes.
What?
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah. Cut his fucking pay.
Oh, he still makes a lot.
Oh, no.
And his bonuses get cut in half, but his bonuses getting cut in half means he could still make $100 million bonus. So, yeah.
What an asshole. Fuck
So,
you.
Kamala Harris, we're on the right track.
That's right. Tax the rich.